You know and we know everything happens in South Florida.
It's where aliens have called home for more than a century.
Some come, some stay, some leave, some get sent back, and one was the subject of a tug of war. Elian.
Alien?
Elian.
Alien?
No, Elian Gonzalez.
Oh.
You know the old saying around these parts.
Yeah, nobody is from Florida.
Correct. You go back far enough in history and you find even the native tribes migrated to Florida from up north.
And don't forget Ponce de Leon.
Right, talk about your alien invasion. The Spaniard got here in 1513. He even named the state of Florida after the Spanish Festival of Flowers.
And his name is everywhere, on streets in Broward, Palm Beach, Miami-Dade counties, and the city, and Leon County for that matter.
Can you imagine a Florida without the spice and flair of Hispanic music, food, and culture?
Nope.
There are growing communities of Venezuelans,
Colombians,
Nicaraguans,
Guatemalans,
Brazilians. Did I miss any?
Cubans.
Cubans, most of whom did not come to Florida by choice. When Fidel Castro took over Cuba in 1959, he seized everything: land, businesses, property. Families got out while they could on freedom flights between 1965 and 1973.
In 1980, the Mario boat lift brought hundreds of thousands of Cubans.
Those who missed the boat became very inventive. They found ways to escape the communist island. Many lost their lives trying to get to South Florida, and many made it, but not always by risking their lives on the ocean.
Between 1960 and 62, for example, Operation Pedro Pan saw more than 14,000 Cuban boys and girls sent to Florida.
It was the largest ever child refugee exodus in the Western Hemisphere.
So what about this alien Gonzalez?
Well, he was a little kid, 5 or 6 years old, arrived here in South Florida on a rubber inner tube. It was November 25th, 1999. A raft like this, carrying Elian, his mother, and 10 other people fleeing Cuba, capsized off South Florida, killing everyone aboard except Elian. His cousin, Marias Gonzalez, would take on the role of mother.
What was your reaction when you saw this?
I was shocked.
Everybody's shocked.
I didn't think about it. The first thing that came to my mind, how did he survive by himself when he's only 5? And I'm still thinking about it, and the only thing I could probably say that it's just a miracle. God wanted him here for freedom.
So he's here.
And he's here, and he will get it.
But not for long. After an international custody battle with Elian's father in Cuba, U.S. government forces raided the family's Miami home and carried him away for a family reunion in Cuba.
A tough day for those men in black, I guess.
It's been a source of strife ever since.
Speaking of men in black, you know other men and women of color have played a huge role in Florida's growth.
Absolutely.
In 1888, a group of African Americans incorporated the city of Eatonville near Orlando. In 1896, blacks cast 162 of the 368 votes, or 44%, to establish the city of Miami. In 1965, the first boat of Haitian refugees arrived in Pompano Beach. Census figures show foreign-born blacks make up 30% of South Florida's population, which means more businesses, more jobs, and more revenue for Florida.
And let's not forget the Russian community and those Canadians.
Well, this is the gateway to the sun. Weather is the main factor, you know, and let's face it, Florida is such a beautiful state.
With another chapter of South Florida's dubious history, I'm Agent W.
And I'm Agent J for the Sun Sentinel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would look right here.
Now, forget what you saw. Go back to the beginning of the video and watch it again.
And every other dubious history video.